Good morning, I'm Greg-Criss, president of criss-consulting. I apologize I was not able to join you this year at NADA. It looked like a great convention. I'm sure you've been bombarded with all kinds of information from NADA about service advisor training, and I know you have questions about what we have to offer. It's so important to choose the right training provider. Service advisor training is a lot different than variable training. While sales training may be the backbone of your variable department, we look at education being the backbone of the service department. That's where we differ from our competition. As a previous service manager, I remember sending one of my advisors for training at a factory 3-day seminar. When they returned, I asked, "How was the training?" They responded, "Good." "What ideas did you get from the training?" And honestly, I received all kinds of answers from, well, you know, at ABC Motors, the advisors go home at 5:30 and we have to work until 6. All the way to, I'm going to start calling my guests and giving them updates throughout the day. They called it the 10, 2, and 4 rule. So I hope you can see that there's a huge disconnect there, and I hope you heard it. They didn't know what they were supposed to learn and achieve, and quite frankly, I didn't know what was going to be taught. So there's no follow-up for accountability and performance and adaptation of new techniques. So that's real important. Now let me discuss teaching methods because that's also important. I don't want to push our advisors to sell service to a guest that the guest doesn't want. I want your advisors to treat each guest like they're my mom. My mom doesn't want to have services and flushes pushed on her. But left to her own information, my mom will probably just buy an oil change. Or she's really keeping great care of the vehicle, and she'll buy the rotation too. So listen to this. My mom doesn't read her owner's manual. In fact, few guests do. So it becomes our responsibility to educate the guests. This approach is not selling, it's helping establish ourselves as the professional and creating trust through education that has a great payoff in the years to come. You talk about owner retention, this is it. As a successful world-class teacher coach with over 28 years experience in the service lane, first as an award-winning advisor, then moving on to nationally recognized fixed operations director, I know what works. I know how to teach your team for the best results for owner retention and guest satisfaction. And your team will appreciate how we appreciate them. Service advising is a challenging position that takes a lot longer to master if you don't have the right coach, and worse, if you don't have a coach. We're taking on a few clients now, but we have limited availability. Find out why we're the best, why our methods work, and what you can expect. You understand the importance of training, but frankly, service sales training is pretty old school. Let's get better results with better methods. Call us today at 971-6372, area code 724-971-6372.